Yo, there's no other beat. Stop it, Waterhead. Stop it. I want him to bring that back. There may not be another beat that says 1987 more than this beat right here, man. Listen to when it drop. Wait till it drop. Yes, sir. Ooh, that beat screams 1987. I can see me right now on the dance floor doing the James Brown. Oh, man. I used to absolutely kill the James Brown. The James Brown, the Steve Martin, the Smurf, the WAP. Y'all remember the Smurf? Yes, sir. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. We are brought to you by firefan.com. Go to firefan.com and use promo code TDSS and join my leagues. After you do that, then search The Doug Stewart Show and find my league and register and be ready for the next time that we play a league game. We will play this weekend. I don't think we'll play the Falcons game because I plan to be out at the tailgate. But we will do Fire Fan this weekend, man. Shouts out to everybody that's been playing Fire Fan with the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, before I jump into, I actually, and I'm trying to pull it up right now, and you're listening to the show. So somebody said earlier, and I apologize, I didn't mark the spot where your comment was, but it was a Falcon fan. It might have been 9-0 or something like that, and he said that, you know, the Falcons taking on the Seahawks and that the Seahawks is a fake name or is a fake bird. There's no such thing as a Seahawk. That's not true, bruh. What it is, I'm trying to find it here. So I don't think there's an actual bird, and I pulled it up right here. The Hawks, Seahawk, it's an osprey. That's what it is. That's what it is. So there may not be an actual scientific name called Seahawk. But what a Seahawk is, that's the nickname for an osprey. Okay? O-S-P-R-E-Y. Maybe it's pronounced osprey. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it is pronounced osprey. O-S-P-R-E-Y. That is a Seahawk. That's the nickname, you know, for an osprey is a Seahawk. Stop defaming the damn Seahawks, man. Right. The technical term, the scientific name is an osprey or osprey, but that's a Seahawk. It's going to be a good game this weekend, man. You know, these teams met earlier in the year. Very, very controversial ending. A lot of things have changed between then and now, though. Falcons take on the Seahawks this weekend. When we get into these storylines, I'll talk about, you know, some of the particular storylines for the Falcons and Seahawks this game. Once again, it's the first game of the weekend, Saturday afternoon. So we'll talk about that. But let me read some of your messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From Jay Fish to Microwave, he says, send his ass to Gen Pop and let the inmates rape him for 9 years. Talking about Dylan Roof. I like that idea. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Something on the lines of that. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because to die, you know, quickly, lethal injection, and we don't know how it feels to die, because if we did, we wouldn't be able to tell the story. But to die instantly and that quickly, and I think lethal injection is supposed to be like painless. To die like that just doesn't seem right for Dylan Roof. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. From 334 Bama Boy, no matter what type of bird it is, getting plucked this weekend, rise up. I agree. I think the Falcons get it done this weekend. I do. Much different circumstances than when they played earlier this year. We'll talk about it more in a second. From Uncle Donnie, or facsimile thereof, because this, you know, clearly my Uncle Donnie isn't on the internet listening to the show right now. That's him. That's a picture of him. That's definitely a picture of my Uncle Donnie. That is the actual Uncle Donnie, who we're going to have on the show and chop it up here very soon once we can work it out and convince him that he can do it and that nobody's going to come looking for him for some money. That is my actual Uncle Donnie, but I'm pretty sure that that's a faux Uncle Donnie because my Uncle Donnie ain't on no internet right now. It says Dougie has turned into a Seahawks apologist. That's funny. From Andre Elam, that's the nickname for Florida, for North Florida University as well. Okay, I didn't know that. North Florida been making a little noise in the college basketball tournament. Last night I watched Vanderbilt in Kentucky a little bit, so, we're going to slowly transition into college basketball here in a second. From Gilliard Road's finest, team that's great humbleness there, Watson will be a great NFL player. I don't know if Watson's going to be a great NFL player, but I know as far as the draft this year, he should be the first quarterback taken. And I've read a lot more stuff over the last 24 hours about, what people expect from Deshaun Watson in the NFL. To be honest, you really don't know, man. You really don't know. Even these quote-unquote can't-miss quarterbacks like Andrew Luck. I mean, Andrew Luck has been up and he's been down. He's been very good. He's been very, very bad. Time will tell. We'll see. From Thorny Switch, isn't that the Hurricanes' little bird too? No. The Hurricanes bird is an ibis, kind of like a stork type thing or whatever. It had nothing to do like ospreys and ibises. I guess that's the plural. They're not even in the same. They're not even cousins in the bird family. I need to make sure and see. Speaking of Thorny, let me look and see. Thorny says she can come on. Great. The great Thorny Switch going to come on the show. Let's make it about 11:15. This should be great. This should be great. So Thorny's going to come on. Last week we had a little problem, but we got past it. It's going to be fine. And we're going to have the great Thorny Switch on today representing all the ladies for Woman Wednesday. Stay tuned for that. From Brian Hill, he says, dumbass nickname. Seahawks? It's different. I always was kind of like, I thought it was kind of cool at helmets when I was growing up, when they had the great Kurt Warner and Jim Zorn. I always thought that the Seahawks, they were kind of like the new franchises in the league in relative terms to like the Bears and the Packers and all of those teams. So I would guess probably the Seahawks probably been around maybe right at the same time when the Falcons came into the league in the late 60s, 67 I think it is. So I always thought it was kind of cool, their mascot and their logo on their helmet. But, let me see. Seattle Seahawks. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Seattle Seahawks have been around since 1977. 76. They actually came into the league in 1976. So they actually came in after the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints, which came in like 1967. I think the year is they came at the same time. So, yeah, wow. I didn't even realize they were that young. Seahawks hadn't been in the league since 1976. That's when they first came into the league. They were established in 1974, but their first year of playing was in 1976. And they come into ATL this weekend, shouty. Russell Wilson, the Legion of Doom. From Andre Elam, he says, team, did you know Deshaun Watson led his team to a state basketball championship his senior year? And he was a very good player. Led them in scoring, too. I did not know that. So he's a consummate leader. Kind of reminds me of Joe Hamilton. When Joe Hamilton, former quarterback of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Joe Hamilton didn't win a national championship at Tech, but I'm pretty sure they won a couple of ACC titles, and Joe Hamilton came in second place in the Heisman Trophy. We should get Joe on Chop It Up. Very good interview. But Joe, in high school, he went to Macedonia High School, and now they were kind of like I don't think they were 3A. They might even have been a 2A team, but they were like a 3A team. Maybe they were 3A, but they won a state championship or 2 state championships in basketball, and Joe Hamilton was the point guard. Like Joe, a lot of people tell you Joe Hamilton could play basketball better than he played football, and that's saying a lot. for the man that probably holds pretty much every Georgia Tech passing record there is. Came in second place in the Heisman. So very similar backgrounds between Joe Hamilton and Deshaun Watson. Once again, I said it earlier, man. I don't know. I don't know what kind of play he's going to be long-term in the NFL. I don't know. But as far as the guys that are coming out, Trubisky and all of these other cats, man, Deshaun Watson clearly, based on his resume, should be the number one quarterback. Like, it shouldn't even be close. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, but based on their resume and what they actually did on the field, it should clearly be Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Clearly. From Jay Fish, Microwave, X-Squad, he says, Sydney, they was trying to get his ass out of there. And his ass was terrified of general population. They was trying to get at him. Yeah. Don't Dylan Roof look like a little bitch? Don't he look like a little bitch? What is he, 130 pounds soaking wet? Probably couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. He shot up 9 innocent people in church studying the Bible. Really? Ugh. Oh, man. I have a very good friend that went to college with me that was kind of like the best friend with Sharonda Glover. I think her last name is Glover. The young lady that died in the shootings. She went to South Carolina State the exact same time that I did. I really didn't know her. But she went and actually attended the trial. This was so personal to her. She attended the trial every day of the trial. And she said some of the details about how Dylan Roof did this that came out in the trial were just unbelievable. I'm not going to even get into what she told me, man, but just unbelievable to even just think something like that could happen, man. It's crazy. Back in 3 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show.